Hamilton Families was founded in 1985. It was just a bunch of volunteers who saw families camped out in the park, and they said, come sleep in the basement of our church. And that's how it all started.
Families come to us unhoused. They come to us in crisis, and we work really closely with them to find housing that meets their needs as quickly as possible.
I'm a single mother, which I know there's a lot of single mothers out there trying to afford a home.
San Francisco is a very unique housing climate. Many families have seen rent double, triple, quadruple in the span of a few years. The market is very difficult.
The cost of living is so high. The other thing is that the cost of doing business is really high. We have to pay rent, we have to pay for electricity, we have to pay for all these things. We were renting a bunch of spaces, and so our staff was literally in 5 different locations across the city. And it was crazy making to have to traverse the city to get from one team to another. For 40 years, we have worked with families to help them find places to live permanently and stably, and we have not done that for ourselves. There was irony there. And so when I took this idea of what felt like at the time a crazy idea even, to the board and said, what if we bought a building? We ran the numbers for purchasing a building. We actually wound up spending less on mortgage than we were spending on rent. When we started to talk to Community Vision, it really made it easy for us to talk about what we were trying to accomplish with purchasing a building, the services that we were trying to provide, and they just got it. What was unique about working with Community Vision was that they gave us a package that was favorable to us as a nonprofit. Like, they understood that our funding comes from contracts and it comes from individual philanthropists. They were much more flexible than a more traditional financial institution would have been. I don't think we would have been able to do it without them.
Having those families, having that experience in the same space that we have our whole team, has allowed everyone to connect more to the family experience.
That kind of sort of staff cohesion is not possible when you're in 2 or 3 different spaces. One of the intangible benefits is like being able to really sort of check morale and boost morale. You know, this is hard work. You know, it's not easy work, it's traumatic work, and I think being able to have opportunities to find joy on the staff is really important.
Since we've moved to the mission, we've been so much closer to the resources that we are giving to families. So we've really rooted in a centralized place for services, which has made everything more accessible.
Our ribbon cutting ceremony was kind of a big deal. We had a bunch of community members come, and we had elected officials and so on. And I remember that day thinking, we do this for families all the time. We hand them keys and we watch them smile, and we send the kids run to the new bedrooms. And you know, it was kind of an odd sort of reflection of what we do with our participants, to be able to say, it's our turn. It's been a great experience.